I am a financial planner who helps people build a working life that honors their values. So, what does that mean? Well, it means you fall into one of two groups. I'll talk about one in this video, another in a different video. But if you fall into the first group, you are working in the public service, so the nonprofit world, government, academia, the labor movement, and you chose your career because you want to help people and do good work, and you're happy about that. But you know you sacrifice some amount of income along the way. And maybe for a while that's been fine, or you haven't been thinking about it. But then all of a sudden, or maybe not so suddenly, you're thinking like, what if I want to buy a house someday, or buy a different one, or help my kids pay for college, or do all these number of things you're supposedly meant to do when you're an adult? Can I really do that on my salary? And you might realize that you can't. And one of two things will happen. Either you'll resign yourself to this world of unhappiness where you can't do the things you think you're supposed to do or want to do, or you'll say, okay, well, this was all nice, but I guess I go to the private sector. I got to go to law school or business school or make more money and put my values on hold. And that might not be what you want to do. And you might not need to either. The key here is, crafting your own personal version of financial success. Maybe it doesn't mean buying a house in an affluent suburb or having a fancy car. Maybe it's more about having time with your friends and family, traveling, showing up for your community in the ways you want to through your work and also through volunteer work, activism, donations, things like that. And so once you have that personal version of your success, you might find, and I find this sometimes with folks I work with, that you're not as far away as you thought from that path. I often find that with some adjustments in spending or savings that are just not as severe as you might think, you can get on this path that's much more satisfying. And not only do you feel you're making progress, but you also know you're making progress towards something that you want, not just some like default version of success that society or your family has created for you. If you let somebody else define your own terms, you're always going to fall short. If you do it yourself and really think hard about that and sort out what the path is, which of course I can help with, that's a much more true and meaningful path toward making financial progress that you want to make. So let me know how I can help if you want to pursue that path. Thanks very much.